Christian man, if your current plan for meeting a godly, attractive wife is hoping she appears at church while you sit in the back and sprint out after service, or scrolling on dating apps till 1 a.m. and hoping God blesses your swipes, that's not a plan. In this video, we're gonna give you a clear plan for 2026. We're gonna touch on where attractive godly women actually are, where you should stop looking, and a simple weekly plan you can follow without compromising your faith. My name is Theophilus. My wife divorced me 30 days after our wedding because she didn't believe I was the man God had for her. Looking back, I was all spirituality, no practicality. Now, I coach high-performing Christian men to attract, pursue, and marry godly attractive women using biblical principles that actually work. And this is my wife, Anna.
Hi guys, I'm here to give you the honest female perspective on where women like us actually are and how to approach us without being creepy or church famous, but emotionally unavailable.
We've walked this out in our own story, and we coach men on it every week. So what you're getting today isn't just theory. Let's start by clearing the obvious, because some of you still need to hear it. Clubs, hookup bars, strip clubs, that's not husband training grounds. Could you meet a woman there who later comes to Christ? Sure, God can do anything. But God can do anything is not the same as wise stewardship. If the dominant culture of a place is lust, drunkenness, and debauchery, why would you go to find a wife there? Same thing with certain corners of dating apps and situationship culture. If the whole ecosystem is built on low commitment and high temptation, you're starting almost every interaction in a negative.
As a woman, where you meet matters. If you meet a woman in a place that screams, "I'm just here for fun," how can she believe you when you tell her, "I'm here to look for a wife"?
Instead of asking, where are all the good women? Here's a better question. Where are the women whose lives already point in direction I want my marriage to go? We're gonna give you 4 great places and exactly how we would recommend moving in each one. The first environment is the church, and we're not just talking Sunday. If we're being honest, most of you treat church like a movie. You show up late, you sit in the dark, and you leave early. Attractive, godly women are not usually sitting in the lobby waiting for you. They're usually serving, learning, or building a community. Here is what we would recommend doing every week. Be involved in one serving team. It could be production, worship, setup, especially kids, and be involved in a smaller environment. Things like Bible study, the adults group, prayer nights, even home groups. Your job there is not to hunt. Your job is to be intentional, learn names, bring value, and be the man that consistently shows up.
From our side, we notice the man who is always there, serving, stable, and being kind to everybody, not just the women that he finds attractive. And that's the kind of guy we feel safe talking to after the service.
And brothers, trust me, one of the worst things you can do is approach a group of women and you're only talking to the one girl that you're attracted to. That's an easy way to stand out like a man on the hunt and make sure the hunt ends. The second great place we'd recommend is where people store their bodies. For a lot of godly women, that's the gym, recreational sports, group fitness, and running club. Not to idolize the body, but to take care of it. Here are the rules. Don't interrupt the woman mid-set with her headphones in. Use micro conversations. You can say something like this. "Hey, are you still using that bench? Nice work. Respect the consistency. I see you in here a lot." If you need help not messing it up, book a coaching call. Over weeks, that becomes, "Hey, my name is Theophilus, by the way. What church do you go to?"
If you're respectful of her workout, not staring, and you clearly take care of yourself, that already separates you from 90% of the men there.
The third great place is environments where Christians gather around mission. Conferences, Christian entrepreneurship events, worship nights, missions, service trips, and retreats. Most Christians treat these like spiritual vacations. You're gonna use these to focus on building relationships. Before you go, pray with intention and decide to have 5 conversations each day. Once you're there, ask mission-aligned questions. Things like, what brought you here? What's something interesting that God did in your life recently? If there is a connection, don't be afraid to get the contact info and set up a date to grab coffee or FaceTime.
That's actually what we did after the conference we met at. We were on FaceTime for 7 hours.
Not that I recommend you guys do that. The fourth great place is places where your interests overlap with theirs. It can be volunteering. Think about things like the homeless shelter, pro-life work, mentorship, kids programs, or even the soup kitchen. And it can even be hobbies, hiking groups, language classes, photography clubs, Christian creative meetups, even anime conventions. But here are 2 rules. Do things you would still do if you never met a woman there. And stay long enough to become known, not just seen.
Women feel much safer opening up to a man whom they've watched serve faithfully over several months than a guy who just show up once and come on strong.
Let's make this super simple so it's not just ideas. It's something you guys can actually apply. Here's a 2026 weekly framework we would recommend. 2 touch points in your church environment. 1 service and 1 group or team that you're active in. Make sure you have at least 1 stewardship place. The gym or run clubs or even the rec club. And lastly, you've got to have at least 1 mission or hobby group. We're talking 1 interest-based group or a volunteering group. And don't forget the daily micro reps. Talk to at least 1 new person each day. This can be the barista, the cashier, the guy at the gym, the old lady crossing the street, anyone. And if you do this for 90 days, odds are you won't be saying, I don't meet anyone. You'll be saying, I meet women and I need help discerning. And that's exactly why we built the 180-day Godly Wife Blueprint Mentorship. In that program, we walk you through becoming the man God has called you to be so you can attract, pursue, and court a godly, attractive wife. If you guys are interested in learning more, book a call down below. We'll see if it's a good fit, and I'll see you on the other side. If you're thriving at work and faith, but behind in dating and marriage readiness, you don't have a woman problem. You have a system problem.
And guys, if you want one-on-one coaching with real accountability and you don't want to do this alone, click the link in the description and book a call. As a bonus, you'll get connected into a community of serious Christian men walking this out together.
Stop spiritually window shopping and start moving in faith. God guides men in motion. And guys, thank you so much for making it all the way to the very end of this video. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon so you guys get notified when we go on our YouTube live, and you guys can also get notified when we release a new video. We'd love to have you guys here and part of this beautiful community that we're building on YouTube. Hope you guys have a wonderful new year, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.